I was having a conversation with one of your lecturers, and I was talking about what happens in institutions. Institution is a place where your thoughts are structured. You really don't deal with issues. You don't deal with critical problems. You are really not a designer, let me tell you the truth. The business of design is not in you yet. You understand? And I do mentor quite a number of students. And I know that you don't know what you don't know until you are confronted with it. If somebody tells you you're not a designer, you take offense. You say, oh, but I have my degree. But unfortunately, like I said, if you have your degree in fashion, you're jobless, really. Basically, you have to create your job, one way or the other. So, normally, all over the world, what entails is that you try and learn from people who are doing what you want to do. You be an apprentice to a designer that you admire. If you admire my signature, you find a way to creep into me. You know, look, sometimes you don't have to be in the studio making clothes. Sometimes you are serving tea and coffee. In America, everybody does that. You know, you don't go and say, oh, I want to work in your studio. Most designers will tell you to get the hell out. You have to serve coffee, you have to clean shoes, you have to make the designer look good, and you have to meet the customers and stuff like that. But that is where you learn the business of fashion. That is, if you want to set up, that's where you learn it. And that is where you have the opportunity to deal with expensive fabrics. Because right now, if I ask you to do a show, you're going to buy the cheapest fabric, isn't it? Because you can't afford it. You can't. But if I have to do a show, I can afford the fabric. You know? So it's always better if you work with me. Not me per se, but like somebody like me in your society. If you work in any capacity, you have the opportunity to feel fabrics. You have the opportunity to meet clients, to see how he deals with clients and how he translates the drawings into the clothes. And what happens, there's a lot that happens in between. And again, everybody don't have to do the same thing. Because some of you might be a fashion writer. The fact that you went to fashion school doesn't necessarily mean that you have to design. You know? And talking about the Instagram and, well, maybe my daughter will know better about that. But I made choices in my life about the business of fashion. And I know with a lot of younger people that I deal with them, and I tell them, look, what is the point of having 1 million followers and you can't buy a glass of wine in a fancy restaurant? What is the point? You have to be real to yourself. We live in a world of unrealness. Let me put it that way. Unrealness. There are some people who are so famous for doing nothing. Bagaro. They have no followers. They dangle themselves around. They are so important, but they bleed. They bleed because that false consciousness that the followers give you will make you bleed because it creates expectations for them and for you that you are supposed to meet. Rather, I like you said, I mean, I have to approve your followership. I don't even know when last I attended to it. I don't know. It's not my business. I designed for the First Lady of South Africa. That is my business. I designed for the Minister. That is my business. I have clients in the US. That is my business. I have clients do wedding dresses in the UK, in Holland. That is my business. My business is not how many people follows me. Because you have to bag the money. If you are not bagging the money, you are not in the business. And let me tell you, if you work for a company and you have multiple followers and the company is not bagging the money, they're going to throw you out. But I'm not suggesting that you should not do what your folks do or what your, peers do. Have followers. It's rewarding one way or the other, but you have to be real to yourself. You have to have the followers, but you have to. I was advising one of the students that came to my studio, that I was mentoring. And I said, for every follower you have, create a fight and make them buy. If they are not buying, if they are just telling you how pretty you look on the phone, then delete it. You see what I mean? Delete it, because it's not going to create future for you. Another so many years, you're just a celebrity without a job. You know, I don't know. Look, I live differently. Maybe somebody will come and tell you that I am totally wrong, and I stand corrected. I can only tell you about myself. I don't live on cell phone. I don't live. There's a guy who always introduced. I said he doesn't like how many likes. I don't care about likes. They like, they don't like, they like, they don't like. I don't care about it. I just care about doing a good work. Put your energy where it is profitable for you. Learn more. Follow a transition. Be real to yourself. Yes, in Nigeria, everybody calls themselves designers, right? But 99% have no clue. Have no clue. And if you want to have a clue, you can make a choice. If you want to be on the side of those who have clue, or the side of those who don't have clue, it's your choice. Because if you want to have clue about what you are doing, it means that you're going to get very busy. You've got to subject yourself to a lot of critical measurement of your work. You have to subject yourself to the highest standard. If you say, I made this shirt, remember, you are not competing with a Nigerian. The world today, when we talk about global, you are not competing with the next door person anymore. You are competing with somebody in Singapore, you are competing with somebody in Italy, you are competing with somebody in China. So your reference point is no longer, I'm competing with Kayode in my class because they are the best. No. You have to cast your net very far. And you have to go to places where your brain can be refreshed. You know, I'm sorry, you have to do that. You have to take a trip to beautiful architecture in Nigeria. You have to sit down at the